While understanding what is borrowing cost, we have come across a particular point where exchange difference is also considered as borrowing cost to the extent it is considered as adjustment to interest cost. That's what we are going to understand in this session. Exchange differences on foreign currency borrowings treated as borrowing cost. Let's see. Exchange differences which are arising on principal of foreign currency borrowings will be treated as borrowing cost to the extent of difference between the interest on local currency borrowings and interest on foreign currency borrowings. That is, let's say you have taken a loan in foreign currency. At the end of the year, when you translate that using the exchange rate on balance sheet date, obviously there is going to be some difference. Out of that difference, some portion will be considered as borrowing cost. And what portion is that? The difference between the interest on local currency borrowings. That is, had the loan been taken in local currency instead of foreign currency, what would have been the interest? That interest will be compared with interest on foreign currency borrowings, and that will be considered as borrowing cost. So the point what we have to understand is exchange difference not exceeding this difference only will be considered as borrowing cost. So what happens if exchange difference is greater than the difference? The remaining exchange difference will be dealt as per accounting standard 11. Now to understand this better, look at the scale. On 1st April, you are taking a loan $1 million in foreign currency. This is beginning of the year. And on that date, exchange rate is 64 INR, Indian rupees 64 per dollar. It means you have taken 64 million loan, Indian currency. Foreign currency is $1 million. And the rate of interest is 5%. On 31st March, exchange rate happens to be 68 per dollar. It means if you restate or if you translate this $1 million loan into Indian rupees, it is going to be 68 million. So now you notice the loan amount has increased from 64 million to 68 million, not because you have borrowed additionally, but because there is a difference in exchange rate. Exchange rate increased from 64 to 68. Okay, so we call this as forex difference. But in this, some portion can be considered as borrowing cost. How? For that, what you have to do, you have to find out what is your interest in your foreign currency borrowing, compare that with interest in home currency borrowing. Now let's see what is going to be the interest on foreign currency borrowing. What you have borrowed is 1 million, and at the 31st March rate is 68 per dollar. So $1 million multiplied by 5% multiplied by 68, that is the rate on 31st March, you get 3.4 million. That is the interest what you are paying for foreign currency borrowing when expressed in home currency is 3.4 million. Now let us also calculate interest on local borrowing. That is, instead of foreign currency borrowing, if you had borrowed locally, how much you would have borrowed on 1st April? Effectively you have borrowed 64 million. So you would have borrowed 64 million, and on the assumption that you could borrow at 10%, you would have paid 6.4 million. Okay. Now look at this. If you had borrowed locally, you would have paid 6.4 million, but by borrowing in foreign currency, you are paying only 3.4 million. It looks like you have saved substantially, but let us not forget one thing. Even though you are saving something over here, look at the differences in forex. You are spending more. Okay, around 4 million goes to forex difference itself, but we can say some portion is attributable to interest. Which portion? Look at the difference between interest. Interest on local currency borrowing is 6.4 million. Interest on foreign currency borrowings is 3.4 million. So the difference is 3 million. You thought you saved 3 million. No, that 3 million is loaded here in this foreign currency difference of 4 million. Okay, so what we have to understand is there is a total forex difference of 4 million, which includes difference between interest of 3 million. It means the net forex difference is 1 million only. Okay, so let's be very clear. This 3 million, that is the difference between the interest, will be accounted as borrowing cost as per AS 16, and the net forex difference, that is the balance difference, will be dealt as forex difference as per AS 11.